Tonight on Customer States, we take a look at the worst mechanical headaches. This customer brought their vehicle in stating that there's a coolant leak and wanted to know why.
Oh, that don't belong there.
This customer brought their vehicle in stating that they need the mechanics to be careful that they don't damage the rust.
Yikes.
This customer brought their vehicle in stating that the engine was making a knocking noise and wanted to know why.
Oh, just locked up. Trying to start it again. Oh. Come on. Really not happy.
This customer brought their vehicle in stating that the steering wheel is pulling to one side at high speeds.
See that at all, I didn't pay attention either. And then go put on that tire, he's like, oh, did you see the control arm? I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, it's missing a bolt. I'm like, shit. Needs rear shocks, whatever. Like, that's probably why he said, oh, don't even look at anything else. You know it?
Almost.
This customer brought their vehicle in stating that their car is constantly overheating and breaking down.
Okay, here's your what video of the day. 15 Ram Eco Diesel. Guy says that he's had to add coolant. No visible leaks on the ground. And it has overheated on him once. So I pressure test it. There's no leaks. I drive it. It doesn't overheat or anything, but it was just a couple miles worth. But it got up to operating temperature. I tried block testing it. It's passing. I got nothing. So I'd reached down. Didn't want to put out any bubbles. So I reached down and I grabbed the upper radiator hose to give it a little squeeze to force some bubbles up out of there. And the hose is crunchy. It's got something in it. I go, that's kind of odd. So I popped the hose off. It's laying down there. And it's completely full of this stuff. So it's got to be some kind of stop leak. But I mean, what the shit? And it is completely blocked the upper radiator neck. It was flowing just enough to make the lower hose warm. Just enough to make you think everything's okie dokie. But what the hell is that?
This customer brought their vehicle in stating that there's an oil leak under the car and wanted to know why.
Honda Metropolitan 50. A little bit of JB Weld here on the case. Yeah, look at that. Oh yeah, sealing nice and good there, bud. Another problem. That's the engine oil drain plug. So yeah, and I have to do an oil change. So, guess I'm gonna have to get creative.
This customer brought their vehicle in stating that their car is overheating and needed it fixed for cheap.
Losing coolant. Had a coolant mess. However, it's a 22 Hyundai. Coolant. Shit got shot. Can get in and out. Came out the back of the radiator. Right there at the top above the bracket. And there's the bolt.
This customer brought their vehicle in stating that they can hear a loud noise while driving and wanted to know why.
So like a 2006 Nissan Frontier, something like that. So axle bearing went out. Fine. Customer kept driving. Twisted that sucker right off. I've never seen this. It's pretty sweet. Just keep driving it, honey.
This customer brought their vehicle in stating that the steering wheel is pulling to one side at high speeds. This customer brought their vehicle in stating that they have an electrical issue and tried to fix it themselves. This customer brought their vehicle in stating that they need a wheel alignment as their car is pulling to one side.
Customer states hard steering to the left. This is an older Grand Cherokee. It's been lifted for some off-roading. And you get under the car and I don't know if it's noticeable at all, but I think that sway bar is shifted maybe just a hair. Just a little bit. I couldn't see that being the problem. No, it's probably something to do with the steering gear. Nah.
This customer brought their vehicle in because of a concerning noise that they could hear. This customer brought their vehicle in stating that there's a loud noise when driving. This customer brought their vehicle in stating that they can hear a loud noise while driving and wanted to know why.
They came in saying, I need a alternator. Coolant is black and oily. Binding cover is over the crank. It should not sound like that. Knocky.
This customer brought their vehicle in stating that their car is overheating and needed it fixed for cheap. This customer brought their vehicle in stating that they can hear a loud noise while driving and wanted to know why.
Customer just had both front axles replaced, and they were complaining about a noise while they were driving on the road. But I think I might have found it. I have to imagine this would produce at least some kind of noise.
This customer brought their vehicle in asking for the mechanics to look over the car for any rust.
Looks cute from the outside, but when you start looking at things, it gets a bit sketchy. One bolt. It's not even touching.
This customer brought their vehicle in stating that there's a noise when driving, and especially when driving fast. This customer brought their vehicle in stating that they can hear a loud noise while driving and wanted to know why. This customer brought their vehicle in stating that their last oil change was 50,000 miles ago. This customer brought their vehicle in stating that they have an electrical problem and need it fixed.
Customer states vehicle has electrical problems. Was trying to fix it himself. What the f?
This customer brought their vehicle in asking for an oil change after neglecting maintenance for years. This customer brought their vehicle in stating that they have an electrical issue and want to know why. This customer brought their vehicle in like this and wanted it fixed for cheap.
Is this supposed to happen when I hit the washer fluid?
This customer brought their vehicle in stating that there's a fluid leak under the car.
Go ahead. Yeah.
This customer brought their vehicle in stating that their tires aren't getting traction and need it fixed for cheap. This customer brought their vehicle in stating that the transmission is slipping.
Customer states, noise in primary. Took primary apart, nothing in it. Look inside transmission. Yeah, I'd say that caused the noise. There's his gears.
This customer brought their vehicle in stating that their tires aren't getting traction and need it fixed for cheap.
Hey bro, check out the camera on the GTI. Yeah, I'm bad.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more mechanical nightmares.